Before you embark on your learning journey, it's a good idea to learn how you can navigate through the course interface and make the best use of the available features. When you access a module, you'll first view the landing page, which displays its title and the content structure. You can begin the module by clicking the Start Module button. This takes you to the first lesson. You can also view the content structure for each module in the left panel. Each module is divided into sections, and each section consists of lessons. You can also navigate to any lesson by clicking the lesson title in the menu. Note that you can go through the lessons in any order, and you can revisit them at any point. Keep in mind that to complete a lesson, you must scroll all the way down until you see the button that indicates the title of the next lesson. You can check your progress of the module at 2 levels. If you're looking for a specific topic, you can use the search feature. Videos are played using a custom smart player, which provides several features. The Captions button enables you to switch off or display the captions in one of the available languages. You can also customize the way captions are displayed by clicking on the caption settings. From here, you can increase or decrease the font size of the captions and even choose between different colors and transparency levels for the caption's text and background. If you prefer a faster or slower playback speed, you can change it in player settings. To navigate to other modules in the course, you click the Previous or Next buttons. You can also click the View Full Path button to view all of the modules available in the course. To complete a course, you must complete all of the modules that are marked Required. You're now ready to expand your learning horizons at UiPath Academy. Happy learning! Hello, and welcome to the Connecting Robots to Orchestrator demo. Now that we've reviewed some of the basic features of the platform, we can start learning how to configure robots and connect them to UiPath Orchestrator. Let's see what steps we'll need to follow in order to achieve this. Firstly, we need to log into Orchestrator by accessing platform.uipath.com. To create a new account, we can simply click the Sign Up button here. After logging into Orchestrator, we need to select an account. We'll use this one for this exercise. Now that we've reached the dashboard of the UiPath Cloud platform, we need to go to Services. Here, we can see a list of all the available services, which can be used to isolate the data stored in Orchestrator for each department. That means different services can be allocated to multiple departments. A service can be used by the HR department, a different one for finance, and so on. A single service instance has been created so far on this account, so let's select it. We've reached the Orchestrator dashboard. Next, we'll connect our robot to Orchestrator. First of all, we need to collect some information: the machine name, the domain, and the username. To find out the name of the machine, we'll start the UiPath robot by typing robot in the search field and selecting it. We can notice that the UI icon is now displayed in the system tray. We'll right-click it and open the Orchestrator settings window. Now here is the machine name required when adding a machine in Orchestrator. So let's copy it. Moving on, we'll open Command Prompt to find the username out using the Who Am I command. And there they are. We can minimize this window for now and go back to Orchestrator to start creating a machine. We're presented with two options, either a standard or a template machine. Since we want to create a standard robot, we'll stick with the standard machine option. Now we can simply paste the machine name in this field and then click Provision. Now we'll navigate to Robots. Click the plus button and select the standard option. Let's name it Robot 2. Next, we'll add the domain and the username, which can be found in Command Prompt. We'll copy and paste them here. The completion of the password field is mandatory only for unattended robots, because they must log into the operating system. Attended robots do not need a password. As for development robots, the password might be required in some cases, but the completion of this field is optional. In this case, we will add a password, and then select the robot type from the drop-down list. We'll select Development. In the field below, we can also add a short description of the robot that we're about to create. This is extremely useful when there are multiple similar robots. Next, we need to switch to the Settings tab, where we can specify a variety of options for our robot, but for this demo, we'll leave the default ones. More details about each setting can be found in the documentation. We can notice that the robot is still not connected. We have to provide the Orchestrator URL and the machine key. This is the URL, and the machine key can be found on the machine's page by clicking the More Actions button and selecting View. Here's the key. We'll copy it and paste it into the Orchestrator settings window. And now we can click the Connect button. The robot status changes to Connected and Licensed. Let's check the robots page. The status of our robot was updated. It is important to note that robots are grouped into environments that can be defined according to our organization's needs. Notice that Robot 1 is already part of an environment called Dev or Development. But our newly created Robot 2 is not grouped anywhere. To view, edit or manage all of the environments, we need to select the Environments tab from the ribbon, which is found in the Robots section. Here, we can see the already created Dev environment. So, for this example, let's consider that our Robot 2 can also be used in development. To add it there, click the More Actions button and select Manage. A list of all the available robots is displayed. All we need to do here is check Robot 2 and then hit Update. And the environment contains both robots now. But what if we need to add an entirely new environment? Since we already have a development environment, Dev, let's add a UAT or User Acceptance Testing environment as well. To do so, we simply need to click the plus sign, add a name, and a short description, and then hit Create. To add robots to this newly created environment, we can simply select the robots that we want to add. We'll use Robot 2 in both Dev and UAT environments, and click Update. If we go back once more to the Robots tab, we can see that Robot 2 is part of the Dev and UAT environments. As a result, a robot can be assigned to multiple environments. And that wraps up our Connecting Robots to Orchestrator demo. See you soon. Hello and welcome back to the RPA Production Ready Essentials training. For this exercise, we've already created a project in UiPath Studio which opens Notepad and writes the Hello UiPath Orchestrator message. To upload the package to Orchestrator, we'll click the Publish button. Now we can either send the package directly to Orchestrator or select a custom location, such as a local folder. We'll select Orchestrator. Let's add some release notes to identify our project more easily in Orchestrator. Okay, now we're ready to click Publish. Now, according to this notification, the project was published successfully. Let's have a look at the package in Orchestrator. We'll open the Processes and navigate to the Packages tab. Here's the Notepad demo package, which was saved a few seconds ago. Let's have a look at the available versions. Now, there is only the one that we published. We'll talk more about managing package versions in the following lessons. Moving on, the Changelog tab contains the release notes. Let's go back to the Processes tab. Before running the workflow, we need to link the package that contains it with a robot environment in order to be able to set the execution target. That means that the robot environment must be created beforehand. Let's add a new process. We'll select the Notepad demo package. We also have the option to select a specific version using this drop-down menu, but there's only one in our case. Next, we need to select the robot environment. If no option is displayed here, we have to go back to the robots page to create one. We'll select the dev environment. Please note that the Notepad demo package can only be executed by the robots in this specific environment. Let's move on to adding a brief description of the process. The environment and package names are enough in our case. We'll click Create. Now that the process has been added, there's only one step left to complete on the jobs page. We'll click the Play button, select the process and the two robots in the dev environment, and start the job. The jobs page displays the two running processes, so the Notepad window should pop up on the screen soon. And here it is. Let's check the remote connection window. And there we go. Now that the job execution ended, the state changed to successful. That was all for today. Before ending, let's recap the required steps to run a workflow on multiple robots and machines, be they virtual or not. First, we need to connect our robots to Orchestrator and create a robot environment. Then we must publish the package and link it with the robot environment by creating a process. And the last step is to start a job. Thank you for watching.